Have you ever been made to question your own memory? Like something definitely happened, but someone calmly told you it didn't, and suddenly, you start to wonder if maybe they're right. That's not forgetfulness. That's not you being emotional. That's gaslighting, the invisible hypnosis that makes people hand over their reality without realizing it. And the most dangerous part? Once you doubt your perception, someone else gets to shape it for you. Gaslighting isn't just lying. It's a slow rewiring of your sense of truth. It's how toxic people, leaders, and entire systems bend perception, not through force, but through repetition and emotional manipulation. When someone gaslights you, they don't just want to win an argument. They want to make you doubt your ability to know what's real. Because once your mind starts questioning itself, you'll cling to whoever sounds most confident. And confidence, even false confidence, is the language of control. Gaslighting starts simple. Someone says or does something hurtful. You bring it up, calmly, maybe even kindly. They smile and say, "That never happened." Or, "You're overreacting." Or worse, "You're remembering it wrong." And that's when the confusion begins. Your mind goes into defense mode. You start replaying events, doubting your emotions, asking yourself, "Maybe I am overreacting." And that single thought, that seed of self-doubt, is how control begins. See, gaslighting works like hypnosis. It doesn't force you, it guides you, it nudges you softly until you start gaslighting yourself. You start adjusting your behavior to avoid being told you're wrong again. You stop trusting your instincts and start trusting them. At that point, they don't even need to manipulate you anymore. You'll do it on your own. Here's the truth most people miss. Gaslighting doesn't always feel like manipulation. It often feels like love, logic, or leadership. It can sound like, "I'm only saying this because I care." You're overreacting. Stop being so sensitive. And after hearing it enough, you start to believe maybe they're right. If you constantly apologize just to keep the peace, you're being gaslit. If you edit yourself before speaking because you're scared of their reaction, you're being gaslit. If you walk on eggshells around someone who once made you feel safe, you're being gaslit. And if you find yourself questioning your own memories, rewriting events in your head just to make them happy, you're being gaslit. Gaslighting doesn't need shouting or threats. It thrives in the quiet corrections, the raised eyebrows, the sighs that say, "You're the problem," without words. It lives in repetition, repeated denial, selective memory, fake concern, until your confidence crumbles and your reality starts to shift. You start to think less, feel less, trust less. You stop bringing things up because it's not worth the fight. You start blaming yourself for their behavior. And one day, you look in the mirror and realize you've become a version of yourself built by someone else's lies. That's why survivors often say, "I don't even recognize myself anymore." Because gaslighting isn't about controlling a situation, it's about controlling your identity. They rewrite your story until you forget that you ever had one of your own. And the worst part, once you've been gaslit long enough, you start to gaslight yourself. You defend them. You doubt your instincts. You tell yourself, "It wasn't that bad." That's when they've won, when your mind starts doing the work for them. But here's the real power. The moment you start questioning the pattern instead of yourself, you begin breaking free. Now take that same mechanism and scale it up to society. When powerful systems want to control people, they don't silence you. They confuse you. They flood you with conflicting information until you're too exhausted to think. They rewrite history, change definitions, and create emotional triggers that make people argue about everything except the truth. Once you're emotionally overwhelmed, you stop thinking critically. And when people stop thinking, they start obeying. That's not politics, that's psychology, that's reality control. Because real power doesn't need to punish you. It just needs to make you doubt what's real, long enough for you to give up your truth willingly. The The first step to breaking free from gaslighting is to stop fighting to be understood. You can't win a logic game with someone who's trying to erase logic itself. You can't convince someone who's invested in making you doubt yourself. So stop seeking validation from your manipulator. Start validating your own experience. If you feel hurt, that feeling is real. If you remember something clearly, that memory is valid. If someone tries to twist your emotions into weakness, that's their control mechanism, not your flaw. Learn to document, to trust your notes, to listen to your body. Your body never lies. It remembers every tone, every silence, every shift in energy. When your logic feels blurred, your nervous system is the map back to truth. And once you learn to trust that again, the gaslighter loses all power. Gaslighting trains your brain to distrust itself. So healing is about retraining your perception. Start small. Every time you feel confused, pause. Ask yourself, what do I actually know? What did I see? What did I feel? Don't rush to explain. Don't rush to justify. Just sit with your truth. Over time, your confidence rebuilds itself. Because the truth isn't loud, it's consistent. Once you start practicing awareness, you begin to notice how easily people try to steer your reality, and awareness turns manipulation into a mirror, exposing every tactic that once controlled you. Gaslighting thrives in silence and confusion. The moment you start seeing it, it starts dying. That's the beauty of awareness. Once you see the trick, it can never fool you again. The next time someone says, "You're too sensitive," remember, sensitivity isn't weakness, it's data. It's your system alerting you that something isn't right. When someone calls you dramatic, understand that emotion is proof of consciousness. It means your mind still knows what's real. Never apologize for that. Because awareness, real, raw awareness, is the one thing manipulation can't survive. If this made you see the game for what it really is, don't just scroll, hit that like, and keep your mind sharp. Follow for more truths they don't want you to notice. And if you're ready to dig deeper into this kind of power psychology, check the description. I left something there that'll change how you see people forever. This is Dark Honey.